where we begin, mate. It was a long night for a lot of reasons. How are you feeling after that?
Yeah, it was a long night for a whole range of different reasons, but first and foremost, the footy. I thought Brisbane beat us in a few areas that were really critical to the game. Centre bounce clearly put us under a lot of pressure. I think it was 20 out of 10. And our forward 50 stoppages, we got no reward, where down the other end they kicked 5 goals. So it was some pretty contrasting stats in the game that probably hurt us pretty bad. But I love the will and the fight in our team. There was a lot to take out of that last 12 minutes. We felt at times in the game we were starting to build a little bit of momentum, but we couldn't quite get the momentum via some stoppage and centre bounce work. But I love the fight in the team. I did love that.
Sorry, what did you say? I guess 40 points down at the break there with the Lights.
We just want to be a team that continues to play no matter what the situation is, no matter the scenario. Just keep fighting, keep scrapping, keep trying to find a way to win a game of footy. And that was our biggest learning out of the night, that no matter where we sit in a game, there's always going to be opportunity if you keep the right mindset going. And that's what our playing group did. They stayed in that mindset and they gave themselves a chance.
What can you tell us about Max, and how much did losing him early throw you out?
Yeah, well, clearly there's an emotional toll to your team when you lose your skipper that early in the game. He's got a knee. We need to get it scanned. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Your next question's probably going to be about worst case scenario. It would be unfair to go down that path. We're unsure.
Yeah.
So I don't want his family to be sitting home thinking he's done his knee. We need to get further scans and assess that. So we're unsure. But, it takes a toll out of the team when you lose a skipper early in the game like that.
Were you aware of the rules around the blackout and what would happen at the time? Or
We had some rough experience a couple of years ago when we played in a Lightning game in Perth, where we had a similar scenario, pretty much similar time in the game, where we came off. And we knew at some point, if the lights didn't come on, the game would be called off. And we had that information as well. I think it would have been 10:20, I think, if the lights hadn't have come back on. It would have been called off. So we knew that, been in that situation a few years ago, so it wasn't a shock. But we just wanted to get out there and play again. We're hungry to get back the game going and get back out there and have a crack.
Megan was saying at that point in the game, maybe they need to look at the rule. Maybe an hour's break at that stage is a bit sort of too much. Maybe they call it if it's 10 to go as opposed to first quarter. Is that something you've given any thought to? I mean, it obviously helped you tonight.
It's
a funny rule, but
we haven't given it any thought at all. Hopefully it doesn't happen too often.
yeah, you think so.
Just on the discrepancy in the stoppages, Simon, obviously losing Max is huge in that regard, but what else can you put that down to? Not often you guys would lose the clearances by, I think it was only 30 in the end.
Yeah, look, I thought you got to give Brisbane some credit. I thought they were cleaner in and around stoppage. I thought their pressure was good in and around clearance. And it is a different type of ground, especially centre bounce. We're down by 10 at centre bounce, but it's a cricket pitch. We don't play on a cricket pitch too often as a footy club. So there are reasons behind why we're a little bit poor in that space, but we need to be better. We ended up having to take a lot of territory from the opposition on a slippery night. So if they get the ball in their half on a slippery night, it makes the game incredibly tough. So you got to give Brisbane credit. They beat us hands down at centre bounce, and it put us under a lot of pressure.
How do you think Brodie went then? Obviously, probably had to shoulder a bit more of the ruck work than you may have originally anticipated.
Yeah, look, he's missed 12 months of footy. So I thought his second half was pretty strong. I thought it was actually outstanding, his second half of the game. So he took a big step forward again tonight. He's going to have to shoulder a bit of responsibility depending on Max. So, I'm sure he's the type of ruckman that'll relish that opportunity.
Were you sort of expecting that the way the Lions sort of hit back after their loss last week?
They're a good side. They played in a prelim final last year. They have an outstanding pre-season. They've got a talented list, a mature list that plays a contested brand of footy. Of course, they're going to respond. They're a proud footy club who we respect. So we'll look forward to the next time we play them.
Stephen May, was it a new injury or?
No, he's fine. He just missed a couple of his markers during the week that we were pretty keen for him to hit, and with his soft tissue history, we just weren't prepared to take that risk. He's an important player to us. We want to make sure he's right for the whole season, so he'll definitely play this week. So it'll be good to get him back.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.